Hi, in this video I will show you how you can use AI Assistant in automations. But first, you should set up it. You should navigate to workspace setting and register your OpenAI account and provide OpenAI token into AI Assistant. Here are the instructions, so it's very easy. You can do it in several minutes, and thus you can enable AI Assistant in Fibery. But now let's get back to real things. So in automations, what AI Assistant is doing is you can call it to fill some fields like text, numbers, or rich text fields. So these are three major cases that are supported. And let me provide you some examples how you can use it, so maybe it will inspire you to find more applications. First, you can use it to generate sample data, like for tests or for demos, things like that. So I have an action button, generate test data. I click it and you see some imaginary company added with some imaginary address. How it works, let's explore. So we have generate test data action, and when button is clicked, we create new entity, in this case company, and we set row address and name. How we do it? For name, we just have a prompt. Provide the name of an imaginary company, and Fibery Assistant using GPT just generates some imaginary name. For address, it's slightly more complex. So the prompt, we provide a list of examples and ask to generate a sample address based on the examples above. And here is how it works. All right, now we have like our companies with some addresses, but we want to extract some information from a raw address. Like we want to extract a country, city, and zip code. For this, we can create a button as well. Note, for everything I'm showing, you can set real automations, like based on some event. Let's say when raw address is updated, you can invoke the same actions automatically. Here I'm using buttons to just for the demo, since it's easy to understand what's going on. Okay, so let's say we want to create this another like action field address fields, and we can click a button and update an entity, and what prompts we can write. So for country, for zip code, we have this prompt already, like extract country from the address raw address. But we want also extract city. Okay, so we can add a city field and click three dots, and here is a call AI action. And now you should enter something into prompt. Extract country, not country in our case, it will be city. Extract city from the address, and raw address is how you reference some field. So we have a field raw address, and using these brackets and field name, you can access this field and information from this field. So we save it, and now let's try to test it. So let's say select this and try to fill address fields. I see it's kind of not very correct in this case. Let's try with this one. It's better. You see, sometimes you have to clean up things, like her extraction was not very precise. All right. Imagine we want to also set a capital for a country. We can create a new field, like it will be text, capital. And let's go back to our automations and set capital. No, not here. Okay, so we updated our information. Now we have a city, have a country, and for this country, we want to find a capital. And we can create new action, update, and for this we will select a capital field, and use some prompt. Capital of country. See, I'm referencing country field, and let's see what will happen. So let's say we are going to try on this line, field address fields, Germany, Bremen, and capital Berlin. Looks correct. Let's try on France. Paris. You see, it takes information from the internet, like we didn't provide any data about Berlin and Paris. So Fibery AI Assistant is smart enough in some cases to find out information from the internet. Alright, so that's how you can use it to generate data, to extract some information from, let's say, raw address or other formats, and to extract or find some information from the internet. Alright, so what's the next case? Let's say we have chats. By the way, these are real chats. I just obfuscated some words. And let's say you want to analyze the sentiment of every chat and understand what is the sentiment of it. So you can create a new field, like it will be number. Let's call it sentiment score. All right. And now we want to analyze description field and set the sentiment score. Again, we'll create an action button for now. So calculate sentiment. And we want to update our entity and set a sentiment score field. And again, call AI to do that. Prompt can be quite complex in this case, since sentiment is a complex term. And let's say and we provide description content into the prompt. So analyze sentiment of the text below and calculate its sentiment number using this scale. Okay, let's try it. Save button. Now we have calculate sentiment, and if everything goes well, it will return us a number, and the number is in this case, maybe it returned us not an exact number, but some word as well. Let's try to fix the prompt. And sentiment number. Single number. Return a number. Let's try it again. It didn't really work. You see, automatic conversion sometimes not very easy. So this is a good chance to try to debug a prompt. So how you do it? Basically, here we have a very slow feedback loop. So we can just call Fibery Assistant and provide it with a prompt. And here we'll try to see what's happening, so what results we are getting. You see, sentiment score 80. Return just a number. Looks good. So maybe we should use this prompt. Let's try to fix our button again. And save it. Oh, better now. So you can calculate your sentiment score for all your conversations and understand what conversations were, I know, not really good, not really polite, and what were really good. Again, you can create a very complex prompt to analyze things. Okay, so this is how you can set text and number fields. But what about rich text? There are definitely some cases how you can do it. Let's say we have some chats in other languages. Let's say this chat is in Russian, okay? And if you open it, there are kind of some Russian words. And you want to translate it to English, let's say, every time. Like we can have a button or an action to translate it to English. And here is a field, English version, that will be set with quite good translation and with all formatting preserved, as you see. So how it works? Let's explore. And this action translate to English. Again, it's a button click. And what we do, we overwrite English version field. I mean, this rich edit fields. Field. This is a template like AI in square brackets and AI in square brackets as a closing tag. And here is a prompt inside. So you can use the same prompt, like translate this text to English and preserve Markdown formatting. And we provide a description, like a field inside. And it's doing it, okay? Now let's try to create another button with this knowledge. Like we want to, let's say, summarize. And we created a summary field that will summarize the conversation. So in this case, it will be, it's a better example, okay? And we can create again a new button to summarize things. Let's call it summarize. So when button is clicked, we want to update our summary field. And we just reuse this template and write another prompt. Okay, maybe we can just write summarize the text or the conversation below. Okay, sounds good. Let's save it and click summarize. Here is our summary. If you read it, it's pretty correct. So say if you want to observe quickly what's going on in some long conversations, you can create summary field and fill it this way. By the way, there is a limitation. So now I'd say Fibery Assistant can't handle texts that are longer than about 3,000 words. So if you have a really long conversations, most likely we'll have empty field here when I click the button. Okay, so we can translate to English, we can calculate sentiment, and definitely you can invent other interesting use cases, how to help you be more productive using Fibery AI Assistant. So that is it for today. Thank you.